Is your idea better as a movie or a TV show? So the answer to this person's question, I think, will help you with that. He asks, I have wondered if it would be more marketable instead of a collection of short stories, but to tell the same stories but connected in a single long story. Okay, great question. So this person's referring to my book, A Paper Orchestra, which is a collection of 17 true short stories. And yes, it would probably be more marketable if it was one long story. But no, I can't connect him like he's talking about, because it's not baked into the DNA of what it is. So I like short stories. That's why I wrote them. You could read these short stories like one before bedtime, and you get to the end. Oh, that feels nice. You're done with it. Then at lunchtime, you read another one. Oh, that's nice. The end. And you're done, okay? You could read these short stories in any order, and you'll understand it just as much. You'll get just as much enjoyment. If you happen to skip a story, you won't be lost. You'll just miss a story. Each story will take you about a half hour to read. And because these are true short stories, they're taken from my life. And in each different story, you meet many of the same characters from my life, and you learn more about them, and you dive deeper into their lives. And I think that's what makes it so interesting. So what does this sound like to you? It kind of sounds like a TV series, right? Because most sitcoms, at least, are not serialized. You could watch each episode out of order and enjoy it just as much. And this shouldn't come as a surprise to you. I'm a television writer, so this is kind of how I like to write. A movie, on the other hand, is not 17 stories stitched together to make one longer story. A movie is one story told over 90 minutes. I got to say that again. A movie tells one story over 90 minutes. That's why I could adapt my book into a TV series. That wouldn't be that hard. It would be much harder to turn it into a movie. I couldn't do it. I could, however, take one or two stories, or one story from my book, and turn that into a movie, and another story, turn that into a movie. But the book itself, it wouldn't make a good movie. Some of the stories inside the book would make a good movie. Okay, so this is a great question. I think this is why so many emerging writers, they struggle with this because they don't really understand what a story is. And I'm even talking about staff writers who have just been hired on a television show. They still don't quite understand what a story is. It takes a while to kind of get it. That's why I do these webinars. You can go check it out if you want to come to one of my webinars. It'll really be helpful. But understanding what a story is key, because you couldn't possibly turn this book, stretch it out and stitch it together. It wouldn't feel good. You wouldn't enjoy it at all. Thank you so much. This really is a great question. My book, again, is called The Paper Orchestra. You can get it in my shop over here, or you get a signed copy on my website. You can also get it as an audiobook, which is like a TV series. You're just listening to it on Audible or Spotify or Apple. Thank you again.